Hi guys, welcome back to the Vanity. So today what we're going to do is an Ulta haul. I picked up a couple of things, actually more than a couple of things, from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This year was my first year hitting, platinum with Ulta, so I took advantage of getting the free shipping on, the beauty steals. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got from the 21 Days of Beauty, also just some extra little goodies that I have picked up along the way from Ulta or other makeup stores. So let's just jump into this haul video. And I'm not going to keep this in order that I got them because I don't really remember what days they went on sale. I think I have everything up here that I purchased, I'm pretty sure. I hope. I'm looking at it and I feel like I bought more than what I have in front of me, but I'm pretty sure this is it. So, first up on the list, I picked up the Too Faced Hangover RX. I've heard lots of people talk about this and I was just really curious. I never wanted to pay full price for it because I feel like there are a lot of good drugstore options for primers, so when I try high-end ones, I want to make sure that I'm getting a good deal. So far, I really like it. I did use it on my face today. It's just like it's hydrating, but it's lightweight, and it also leaves a little bit of a tack. So I really like that about it. It doesn't do anything that I can see so far as pore filling, but I like it. I would definitely pick it up again if it was on sale. Right now I do have quite a few primers to use, so it's not really a need of mine right now, but I definitely like this and I'm happy that I picked it up. The next two items I picked up together, I believe they were on the same sale day. This first one's by Beauty by POPSUGAR. It's their Be Smooth Sugar Lip Scrub in Clean Slate. This is in the same kind of packaging as the Flesh products. It's just a little plastic tube. I picked this up because my E.L.F. lip exfoliator went bad on me. It just smelled terrible. So I wanted to give this a try, and I would never go out of my way to pick up a lip scrub that was this pricey. But I'm happy to say that I really do love this lip scrub. I don't know if you guys can really tell. No, I'm not able to get it to zoom in, but I have been using this quite a bit. I did put it on my Instagram. I really like it. It's got a nice grit to it, and the balm is actually a really nice balm. It doesn't just feel like waxy. It does absorb into your lips, and it softens all that dry, crusty skin, and the sugar does dissipate, so it's not something that you have to rinse off. I've been keeping this actually on the end table, so when I'm sitting there at night, which me and my husband normally do after our daughter's in bed, is we just chill out. We're either watching TV or watching things on our phone, but that's where we sit. So I've been keeping it on my end table, so I've been using it like every night, multiple times a night. I really like this. I'd absolutely buy it again. Next up, they also had Flesh highlighters on sale that day, and I picked up the Flesh, I don't know what this one is called, what their actual name of it is called. I think it's their highlighting balm, something like that, but I got it in Startle. It was the one that looked more champagne kind of colored. It is the only highlight that I'm wearing on my face that you can see right there. Typically I don't go for balms. I did want to pick it up though just to give it a try. It was one of the things I hadn't purchased when I did a whole video on them. This is the color right there. It does stay tacky, so if you don't set your skin, it's not overly tacky, but it does stay a little bit, just like the description says, balmy. But I used it today the first time, and I didn't notice it breaking up my foundation at all. Now, I feel like a lot of times when people say that, I'm like, yeah, right, because all the time these things break up your foundation, and I feel like it's a lie sometimes when people are like, it doesn't break up your foundation. So far, I didn't notice that this one did, but I was very careful not to put powder on my face before I put this on, and then I did use a wet beauty blender to blend that in. So I haven't tried it with a brush or anything, but so far it's been okay with the beauty blender. I'm not wowed by the product yet. I'm going to continue to use it, but so far it's not my favorite thing that I've picked up. I also picked up the LANCÔME Monsieur Big Mascara. I would never spend this much money on a mascara. I do have it on my lashes today. I really like it, actually. It leaves like a really fluffy lash. I'm not sure why this was the only one that I decided to put back in the package, but I have used it a few times. I just heard a lot of people talk about it, and I was curious to give it a try. It doesn't have a rubberized wand. It has a very soft bristled brush. And like I said, it gives like a nice fluffy lash. It makes them very voluminous and fluffy, and it's not like overly crusty or hard or anything. So I really like it. I think it was like $12 on the sale, which is not bad for a mascara, but if it was 50% off, then it would be like, you know, $24, which I wouldn't spend that much on a mascara, but I'd pick it up again on a sale. I also picked up a Beauty Blender Solid. It's kind of remarkable that I haven't tried this product yet, but I picked up the Sephora Solid Cleanser, and I've always really liked that. It's always done a good job. I did use this today to clean my makeup sponges, and it worked really well. I had tried one from Shiseido, I do believe, and I did not, no, Jabanesque, and I did not like that one. It just left like a weird film on my brushes and on my sponges, and it didn't really do a good job cleaning. I was kind of like, well, what the heck is this thing in here for? Because it's not like a little scrubby, but I think it's just really supposed to help your solid cleanser dry after you use it. So that was kind of interesting. I almost tossed it out, but then I was like, oh, it's got little air holes in there, so it must be for the drying. So that's that with this. I haven't used it on my brushes. Would I buy it full price? No, because normally this is more expensive than the Sephora one, and the Sephora one is really good. So I just bought this because it was on sale and I hadn't tried it, and it made it the price of the Sephora one like a little bit cheaper than that one is regularly. So that's why I picked that up. Next on the list, I think these were on the same day. Yes, I picked up the SKYN ICELAND Pure Cloud Cream. This is their moisturizer. It's with Arctic berries and peptides. I had tried a sample guy of this a really, really long time ago, and I really liked the cream. So when I saw that this was on sale, I picked it up, and I still really like it. It's kind of like, the consistency of it is like really bouncy. Like, as you can see, I'm bouncing on that, and I don't have any product really on my finger. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's kind of like it's kind of like a little bit like Jello, like in between Jello and pudding, because it's a little bit creamy like pudding, but it's more bouncy like Jello. So I just kind of dig my fingernail in there and get a little chunk of it out, and it absorbs in really fast. It's not greasy. It's like a lightweight moisturizer, but it's not like a watery, not watery because I feel like it must be water-based with the way that it absorbs in, but it's not like a gel moisturizer where it leaves a little bit of a tact on the skin. It feels very soft and velvety after you put it on, and it's not greasy and it absorbs in. So if that sounds like something that you would like, I would highly recommend this, and I'm happy that I got it on a sale. The next up thing that I picked up is I didn't have a vitamin C serum right now, and I was looking to pick one up. So when I saw that the Mario Badescu Skincare Vitamin C Serum was on sale, I picked it up. I still think it was about $23, so it was still kind of expensive, I think, for this particular line. But so far I really like it. It does have a little bit of viscosity to it, a little bit of a thickness compared to other like oils and things that I've used, but it's thinner in consistency than the ordinary vitamin C serum that I used. That one was more between like a serum and a gel. This one is a little bit just like a serum, but a little bit thicker. It has more of a viscosity to it, and so far I like it. It's doing good things for my skin, I hope, and I'm going to continue to use it. I don't know why this thing keeps going in and out of focus. I'm going to cut rid of that there. Hopefully this stays in focus. I'm not sure what's going on. I believe that there's something back there on that shelving unit that keeps catching my camera's attention. So I zoomed in now, and I'm not in focus. All right, so I zoomed in now, and I'm in focus, so hopefully I'll stay in focus. I'm going to try and stay here so that my head is blocking that stuff. But the next thing that I picked up, this wasn't like the beauty steals, but it was part of their deals, I suppose. I don't really wear fake lashes, really ever, on a day-to-day basis, but I have been liking them sometimes for playing around with makeup, doing a little bit more dramatic looks that I post on my Instagram. So Agape Love Girl uses these particular lashes like all the time, and they look stunning on her. So I wanted to pick them up when I saw that they were 50% off. These are the PÜR PRO Eyelashes. It's their 3D cruelty-free luxe lashes. Supposed to be good for 30 wears. I believe these are the style Bombshell. Let's see, it's right here. Yep, Bombshell. A lot of times with lashes, I do have to cut quite a bit off. These look like they're going to be no different, that I am going to have to cut quite a bit off of them. But yeah, like I said, they always look stunning in her photos. She does a lot on Instagram as far as makeup looks. She does a lot of tutorials and things like that. But she uses this particular style quite frequently, and it looks stunning. So I wanted to pick those up. And then because I had a Revlon eyelash glue that it's pretty much gone bad, I did pick up the PÜR PRO Lash Glue. I really haven't heard anybody talk about it on YouTube as far as people that I watch that wear lashes all the time, but I wanted to give it a try. The reviews weren't too bad. You know, I believe it was over 4 stars or whatever, so just comes in a little tube like this, and has just a little brush applicator like that. And hopefully it won't be too bad, because I'm not the best at applying lashes, but I thought, you know, if I can do a healthier option too for the glue, then that's not bad either. So I picked up that. And then the last thing that I picked up from the 21 Days of Beauty was the Ulta It Brushes by Ulta. Mine is dirty, excuse me. I've just never tried really any of the It Cosmetic brushes, and I know that the line for Ulta is different than their regular line, but I thought I would give it a try, and it was a nice flat top kabuki. So far I like it. It's got a lot of wiggle in it, so it's not a very firm brush. So I use it for more of my lightweight foundations where you really gotta like buff it in. This has like really soft edges on it and doesn't leave any streaks. So far I like the brush. And then I picked up these morning must-haves. It was a little set from Origins. I do really like their skincare. I have never used just like a full regimen of Origins products, but I've tried things here and there, and I've always really liked what I've tried. I have used this before, which is their Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. This kind of reminds me of Noxzema, but way better for your skin, obviously, but it has more of that mentholy cooling sensation to it. So it's not my favorite everyday cleanser, but I have used it and I do like it from time to time. It really does froth up. So if you're someone who really likes that tactile sensation of it, I guess, of it like really foaming up, it's good to use it with like a sonic brush. It's like, and so yeah, that's the Checks and Balances. Then it also came with their Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. I haven't used this before. I have used it once, and it's a really nice lightweight gel moisturizer, so I have a feeling I will like it, have no problems with that. The other item that was in it is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. This I have used before. I really like it. It does give a really nice brightening effect to the under eye. It has a little bit of like a, I don't want to say shimmer, more of like a pearl, but it's not detectable at all on your skin. But that really helps to like reflect the light and brighten things up underneath your eye. And so I do like that, and I have used it before. And I thought this was kind of, this super little cute little bottle. It's almost like just the right size for this type of product. It's their spot remover. Oh, excuse me. It's their super spot remover. And it's just their acne treatment gel salicylic acid. So it reminds me a lot of the Clean and Clear, I believe, from Clean and Clear, their spot treatment. And the consistency and everything like that, it's just a salicylic acid treatment for acne, and I still break out quite frequently, so I like trying different kinds of these types of products on that. So that's everything I picked up from the 21 Days of Beauty. I'm going to go into some of the other items that I've just recently picked up, and then we'll complete the video. So I made a trip to the beauty store, and I, again, was like interested in just picking up some lashes for when I do pictures. So I did and I believe these are actually new, so it just kind of happened to be a good pickup for me because they are new. It's the Ardell Professional Fox Mink, and these ones are in, I don't know if it has a style, it just says 814. And they're supposed to have a lightweight, knot-free, invisible band. I thought that would be kind of nice for me because I don't always wear eyeliner because I do have hooded eyes. A lot of times that takes away then from the color that you can see with my eyeshadow. Anyway, so these ones are kind of, oh, they're called wispies, and they do just have sort of a wispy kind of look to them. Then I also picked up another set. These ones are 814 as well. Did they both say 814? No. I picked up the wrong thing. So these are the two that I picked up. These ones are called wispies. These ones just say the faux mink, and these ones also say faux mink, but these are the wispies. So I think the wispies is supposed to be like their wispies from their regular line, and then these are just the 814 in the faux mink. So I picked up two different kinds, and yeah, we'll see how they work out. We'll see how they work out. Then when I was just randomly making some of my 21 Days of Beauty purchases, I tossed in some items just because I was getting free shipping, and I don't know about you guys, but I kind of felt bad because some of these items were like $8 and then you have free shipping. So I did just pick up some things that I needed to refill. I wanted to try this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set Volumizing Brow Mascara. I haven't really used it all that much yet. It has a kind of an interesting little wand. It's kind of crooked over to the side like this, but it's very, 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 very thin. I don't know if it's supposed to boost and set. I don't know if it's got some kind of a serum in it as far as boosting, or if it's just supposed to make them look fluffier. I did actually like it because you can really comb each little section and you're not getting too much product on it. So far, so good. And then I just refilled my E.L.F. HD concealer in Fair. Then the last time I was at the makeup company, the cosmetic company store in Johnson's Creek in my area, I picked up the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Champagne Pop. I did have a mini size of a Skin Perfector, not this color, so that's why I picked it up, and I got it for about $14, so it wasn't too bad. And then I picked up the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primerizer. I really like this. It's kind of similar to the Hangover RX, but this one I feel like has a little bit more tact, a little bit more stickiness to it, but I really like both of them, and these are going to be my go-to primers here after I get through the one that's in my drawer, but I've been using these on and off, so I still get to love on my new products. Then I also did pick up the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This is actually my first Urban Decay palette, which I'm kind of surprised, but so far I've been really loving it. I did a Get Ready With Me with this palette, so I will link that if you guys are interested. I did also use this on my eyes today. The look that I created today is not my most favorite that I've created with this palette, but I just really love the color selection on this. It's just a really great palette. I'm so happy that this was my first purchase from Urban Decay because it just made me really like the brand, which is really good, and it just has so much in here. You can do warm looks, cool looks, a combination of both, and I really like that. I don't always like to wear super warm eyeshadow looks, and I really do love my greens, so I'm super happy that they put some green colors in there. I feel like that is not something that you see too often in like a mainstream palette like this, so I really appreciated that. And I've just been having fun with it. The only thing I have to say, if I could criticize the palette at all, is I don't think for me and my skin tone, there is a tremendous amount of crease shades in here. Because Still Shot is usually the one that I will use, and then you're kind of already set on a warm look. You can use like Weekender and Rift if Rift is a little bit too dark for you, but there's no neutral or cool tone crease shades, so if that's something that you need to complete a look from here, you'll have to pull it from another palette. Speaking of Urban Decay, then when I saw that the original Naked palette was going to be discontinued, we'll see if it actually happens, it made me want to pick it up because I don't have any of the Naked palettes, and I've heard that most people liked the first one the best, and actually surprisingly enough, I don't really have a high-end neutral palette like this, so I thought, why not pick up the original, the one that everybody loves the best? So I picked up the Naked palette. I think it was like $28, so I really like it so far. Yeah, I'm pleased that I picked it up. It actually seems smaller than I thought it was going to be when I got it, which was interesting. And the packaging to me for some reason, and probably not for some reason because this is a super old design for Urban Decay, it just seems like so throwback almost. But I really like it so far, and I'm happy that I picked up this piece of makeup history before it's gone. Then of course, because I love Emily Noel so much and I've been watching her since I started watching YouTube, I had to support her and pick up both the Emily Edit and the Emily, the Emily Edits. They're both called Emily Edits, but I picked up the Needs and the Wants palette. So far for the Needs palette, I think honestly for my collection, I could have skipped out on this. As I've been using it, the eyeshadows are great. They create some really pretty looks. I do like the idea of having everything in one palette. The bronzer is just a little bit too intense for me. I don't want to spend that much time blending out a bronzer, but at the same time the pan is not all that big, so I can use it as an eyeshadow. The blush, I can see where they were going with it. It's not my favorite color blush, but it could work for a lot of people. I do like the highlighter. It's not like a bam in your face highlighter, but it's not glittery or shimmery either. It gives like a nice translucent, almost just slick wet look to the skin, which is really pretty. This, I don't know if it's supposed to be for your face. I forgot when I watched her video, but I just use it in my crease. Not in my crease. I just use it to set my lid all over it, and that's what I use it for. And then yeah, the rest of the colors are pretty basic, but you can create an everyday look, a more nighttime look. So that is the Needs palette and my thoughts on it. The Wants palette, I haven't really worked with it all that much. I think I've only used it like 3 times, but so far I like it. I mean, the eyeshadows, the shimmers, you can tell they have a lot of oils in them to make them be more pigmented and more buttery. So they do work with more of like a wiggle and a swipe motion, or just putting them on with your fingers. But so far, I think she did a really good job. She picked out some really unique colors, I think, more for a drugstore palette, and you have just a crap ton of options in here. So I think for anybody's makeup collection, this has something to offer for everybody. So congrats to Emily. I know she's not watching me, but congrats anyway. If you guys love Emily and you haven't picked these up, I would actually recommend the Wants palette. Alright guys, so that's it. We made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!